Hey everybody, we're back. Coon Prairie Ramblers, we're still confabulating. We got KC with Moonshine Gang, and Luke with a Rebel Without a Clue, and me, Melman. And hey, I got a trivia question for you, Luke.
Oh Lord, lay it on.
What was the original toy?
Oh, don't ask that.
Hey, think biblical, think Old Testament. I mean,
this is a joke.
You might not. No, it's not a joke. You might not think it's a toy, because eventually it was used to kill somebody.
A slingshot.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be the original toy, don't you think?
No.
That David had? They played with rocks and stuff like that before that.
Okay, the rock was the original toy then.
The rock. Well, we don't know that, but...
Well, a rock and a stick. They played baseball. Stickball.
Sure. Right.
Hey, that had to be
rock
the original.
Ball.
That had to be the original toy. A rock.
Toys.
Yeah.
I think we all had toys from our childhood. I mean, we didn't all... There were no Toys R Us stores for us to go to, so we had what few toys our parents could afford for us, or make for us, or we went outside and found something to play with. But do you all remember what all you played with that could be considered a toy back in the day?
Slingshots.
Homemade or the
homemade?
I had some.
Oh, we had some real ones. I mean, they were factory made, but I think the greatest joy was going out and finding you a little branch with a Y in it. And then getting you cutting you some rubber bands out of inner tubes,
bicycle tubes.
And then you took the leather pouch off the back of your Levi's.
That's right.
And you use that for the leather pouch on your slingshot.
It's kind of rectangular.
Yeah.
Those Wranglers or Levi's.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You had an awesome slingshot.
That was perfect right there.
And then all our ammunition just came from nature. We had little green oranges and
dates off of palm trees.
Right. Cypress nuts that fall out of the side. I guess those things are nuts. Those green things.
I'm not sure. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are those seeds that have the sticker things on them?
Sandspurs?
They're round. They're big and round. They come off of a tree.
Pine cones.
Well, that would make a good.
No, they don't fly good. I've tried.
They're not shaped round.
Wind resistance. The wind would get in.
Round. We sometimes used marbles if we had extra to spare, or ball bearings. Now you heard somebody with ball bearings.
Oh yeah, you can knock them out.
And we threatened the squirrel population quite a bit back then.
And then when you weren't quite so bent on really burning somebody up with something, you'd use a rubber band gun and
those were fun to make.
Yeah, and just shoot them with a little watered up piece of paper.
Oh, you could put it between your fingers and shoot them with the paper.
Right.
Or you could make one with a clothespin and a ruler or a stick of some kind.
Or the little small ones you'd make with a big paper clip.
Oh wow!
And you could sit in class and
absolutely
pop somebody behind the head.
A lot of those in school.
That sounds painful.
wasn't too bad.
We had to amuse ourselves somehow.
Hey, there were two games that I did not understand. Now, they weren't like hopscotch. Of course, that wasn't a toy.
Right.
The chalk on the sidewalk.
We played in the dirt. You draw it with your fingers. And you use rocks for your markers or sticks or something.
What was the... Well, I never did understand it.
That's good. Oh, how to play?
Yeah.
Well, it's easy to play, but it's good for your coordination. Is what it is.
Okay.
What, hopscotch?
It'd be hard to explain on the radio. You have to draw a little diagram and say, this is how you do it.
So I suppose a psychologist did not invent that
Hopscotch.
That probably just evolved and just came about. I would think.
I wonder what the origin of the name is. That might be interesting. Maybe it came from Scotland or something.
I'm sure it did.
And what about jacks? The ball and jacks. I never did understand how you play that game. I'd see people playing it.
We've had a deprived childhood. Yeah, we played that.
Really?
More of a girls' game, but I played jacks back when they had metal jacks. And you want to walk through the house and step on one of them in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Worse than a Lego. They were sharp.
Oh, my gosh.
We played jacks.
They would bring you to your knees.
Yeah.
And you hoped your knees didn't hit another jack.
Oh, my.
We used to play with a jump rope out there. If you only had two people, you'd tie one into a tree or the post on the front porch or whatever, and the big ones, and you get them going around and you jump in there, and we did that. And we had a Chinese jump rope where you put it around your ankles.
Yeah.
And it was like a double one, and you
yeah.
I don't know why they call it jump rope, but it's.
I never did join in any of those reindeer games.
What kind of games did you play? Hide and seek.
Hide and seek, yeah, or the tin can lid as a shield and a sword.
Tin can lid. You mean the garbage can?
Garbage
lid?
can.
Yeah. That'd be a pretty small shield.
Well, G.I. Joe had the tin can. No, a garbage can lid.
Well, I did that with a stick or something, make a sword, and then your sword fighting with that.
Yeah,
and you wore a cape.
You're just beating the crap
You
out
wore
of
a cape.
everybody. Yeah.
Casey said, that's right, Casey, you wore a cape. With a clothespin on it, as a towel.
Right.
And you had a base, like a bale of hay or something.
Like a home base?
Yeah. Or a fort. You had a fort, your enemies had a fort, or maybe it was a cluster of trees or something.
It defended something, some sort of breastwork of palmettos or whatever.
But did you know that a lot of animals play a lot of the games that kids would play when we were young?
Yeah, the reindeer, they play reindeer games.
No, they played King of the Mountain. If you go see a mound of dirt out in a pasture with a bunch of calves around, one of them's going to get up on top of that mound of dirt and defend his turf. And every time another one comes up, he'll try to push him back down. I've also seen them play tag. One of them will run into the other one, and that one will take off, and the other one will have to run him down and catch him. And they play a lot of the same games.
Yeah, I think so.
And chickens play steal the worm.
Okay.
Yep. But I let them have it. I don't worry about it.
You got to know what the pecking order is. You're going to play with chickens. What kind of toys did you? I mean, store-bought toys. We didn't have many of those, but did you?
I remember one Christmas I got a football. I quickly deducted my mom got it at Goodwill or someplace or the pawn shop because it was all scuffed up. Like it had been used in street football.
Oh.
And she just rewrapped it and gave it to me.
Nothing wrong with that, as long as it wasn't deflated like one of the Patriots balls.
Yeah.
You know what I got a lot of gratification out of was, I don't know why, but making my own kite. Getting these little small sticks.
Did a lot of that.
Across the sticks, and we'd take newspapers for the kite paper, and then you'd run a little string between those and wrap it over and glue it with that little, what kind of glue we had at school, whatever that was, Elmer's. Or
that kind in the bottle.
Yeah, it was kind of real, right. Yeah, exactly. But for some reason, I just got a lot of self-satisfaction out of realizing I could actually make an item that would fly in the air.
And you made a tail out of rags.
Right, exactly.
You get up
and
and
sit out there for hours with it just flying there, holding on to it.
That's right. And later on, we got them store-bought ones, and they had box kites, and then ones that kind of triangular shaped, like bat ones or something.
We were living in Opelika, and I had a kite, and it was a store-bought kite. It was a really nice one. It flew well, and we had it up so far and high that it finally broke the string.
Oh, no.
And if a string breaks close enough to you, as opposed to closer to the kite, it will go on for quite a distance because that drag and that weight of that kite string will keep it enough pressure, it'll keep it flying. And so it was gone. I mean, it was, and I had to put on my kite my name, my phone number, and my address on it. And about a week later, this kid shows up to my house with my kite, and he had found it, and it got ripped and broken, and he'd taped it up, fixed it, and put new sticks on it and everything, and went all the way to the, went to the trouble to bring it all the way to my house and give me my kite back. I thought it was pretty cool.
You ain't kidding. That's an amazing story. Well, we're about to get on out of here again. We're way less than 30 seconds now, maybe about 10 or 12, so let's come back again in a few minutes, talk about something else. This is getting good, so I'll stay put.
Getting gooder.
Getting gooder and gooder.